Hello, Color Circuit. This is Digi again, taking over for Dylan as the center of the table. Right now, we've got a trailer reaction to Fallout 76. Apparently, they just decided to skip 5 through 75 and just jump right in. I don't know anything about this game other than that it's a Fallout game. I'm hoping for a classic Fallout game because I have been very disappointed by the Oblivion and Skyrim with guns. So, anybody have anything you want to add before we jump in?
Oh, no.
Not
All
before.
my notes will come after.
Yeah,
this.
not
All right.
before. I was like, let's go
let's
after.
see what we're dealing with, and then we'll talk about what it looks like. This is just a Fallout 3 trailer.
It looks like a Blizzard.
Almost
cutscene.
heaven,
There we go.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Interesting.
So, we know literally nothing about how this game is played.
right.
So,
Anything
did you
we
guys enjoy
gleaned?
that pre-rendered cutscene that told us nothing except for the fact that this is a Fallout game?
In
There's
the,
so much salt.
Now, the thing is, there were a couple different things here. In Fallout 3, Fallout 4, they make reference to Vault 76.
Yes.
Vault 76 is one of the rarest kind of vaults, known as a control vault.
Which is
where
what they're actually supposed to do.
Yeah,
Right.
rather
Yeah.
than being the vault tech and governmental fuck up, where they
Experiment.
gave these things to people where it was like, what do we do if we put one man in there with 99 women or one woman with 99 men? Yeah, with this stuff, the strangest part is this thing was designed basically, it releases the occupants 20 years after the war, and they do this, on the tricentennial of,
Oh,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
So this could be like the beginnings of the Fallout-ish society.
To an extent, because like the same year that this happened was in the first game, Fallout. The villain of that, the Master. This was the year that his first expedition came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he ultimately was the one who found the forced evolutionary virus that created the super mutants and shit. The surmisations with the other people that I've spoken with about this were that during the timeline in which this takes place, this might be one of the ones where, since they didn't fuck the inhabitants of the vault, they're the ones that go out and kind of start the other aspects of society, raiders, super mutants, all the other things that happened,
Yeah.
because they may be going out into a world so closely irradiated as opposed to all the other ones where it's
Right,
300
where it's-
years
yeah,
on, way
any
past the
danger.
Great War,
Yeah.
that, they may go out into a world too irradiated for them to live. Everybody goes out with this very optimistic looking thing, and they all kind of become the monsters,
Ah,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah,
sounds
that would be
interesting.
cool. Like, I like the Fallout world so much more than I like the Fallout games. So, at least the recent ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I want to know what this plays like because I want to be excited for this.
Right.
I'm just worried it's going to be more like Fallout 3 and 4 and a lot less like Fallout 1 and 2.
There'd been a couple, because again, I stayed deep in the community talking about, the Bethesda games. And it had been a lot of interesting guesses that people had about these things. But the first thing that they said, first of all, was that Fallout Shelter was kind of like the prototype for this,
Okay.
and that what they were looking for was making this not strictly an MMO, but an online survival style game.
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like Rust, isn't it?
Could very well be, but we don't
Well,
know yet.
okay.
You know.
I
But-
mean, that could work in Fallout.
It could
That
work
actually
with the
works in
fall.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they started doing it in
Yeah.
a different style, I mean, it went great guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it was like, well, to be fair, the first console game they had was
Mm-hmm.
Brotherhood of Steel, which was shit. You know, and just and 3, New Vegas, my favorite.
New Vegas is
4, like,
Yes.
was one that I gave a 7 out of 10. You know, just because there was a lot that I didn't like about it, like a lot of the new mechanics and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry, you're saying?
Oh no, I'm just like yeah, nodding and agree, like nodding and agreeing, because yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. Like New Vegas is good. I believe that was Obsidian, right? Not
Yes, it
Bethesda.
was. Yeah, they
Published by Bethesda, but
direction.
made by
Right.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
And Obsidian was founded by most of the remnants of people who made the old, like the old style of like isometric RPG that Fallout was
Yep.
Right.
part of. I don't know if any of the people from Fallout 1 or 2 were still around then,
Right.
but because I've been hearing a bit about Pillars of Eternity. I've got the book Blood, Sweat, and Pixels on Audible. Audible.com/color circuit. We don't have one of those yet.
Color Circuit books coming to you.
Yeah, why don't we have a sponsorship? Audible sponsors everybody.
I know.
Yeah, this
but,
is true. I was nominated
yeah.
for an Audie 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
what?
I'll tell you about it offline.
Yeah. But yeah, Obsidian, like they just really wanted to bring back the old isometric adventure game that were deemed dead because plebeians.
Graphics.
Plebeians want fancy explosions and
Right.
not well-written games.
Right.
Yeah, did you see the
want-
attempted resurrection of Wasteland?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's yeah, if they're gonna take it right, R.I.P. homie, 'cause, yeah, god damn it. But yeah, no, it's just it's interesting,
Yeah.
and again, I like to take an optimistic view of this
All right.
because they've been doing so much good. What I hope is that it's enough of a deviation from Fallout 4 that it's kind of will make up for what it was.
Yeah.
You know.
If it plays like an open world survival game in the Fallout universe, I think that actually sounds pretty good.
I'm just
I
more
think so,
interested-
too.
I'm just more interested in the lore and how,
Yeah, like the lore and
Right.
the world and everything are really great, and I love those. And like, it's just like Fallout 3 just did not do good service to the lore.
like the set design. It just speaks a lot of story,
Yeah.
just right behind
there's like one segment in Fallout 3 that I think was good storytelling, and it was because it was an homage to H.P. Lovecraft. There was a building that was just full of references to the Call of Cthulhu games.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the Dunwich
The
building.
Dunwich
right?
building, yeah. Now the thing about that was like at that point I was like I found it late game. I was armed to the teeth. I could probably fight Liberty Prime and win.
Yeah.
I had a super mutant with the like chain Gatling laser as my ally, and we go into the building and the super mutant's just like, I do not like this place. We should leave quickly. And I'm like, you just boxed a Deathclaw and you're scared of this building. Something bad's going on here. But I think we're rambling, and Dylan looks very exasperated. just head in his hands, like, oh god, another tangent. It's been a long day.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been at it for hours.
Yeah.
General verdict. I'm gonna wait and see gameplay footage.
Kind of
before I
wait.
get-
Yeah. I think that's the these kind of teasers are fun, but
Yeah, but,
you know.
Yeah, it
How's it play?
it excited the shit out of me when I saw it. I just need some more details. Like, is this going to be PC? You know, because there's going to be a lot more things that they can do with it. Or, you know, is it going to be console? What are we going to
Yeah, if
see
this is
here?
console exclusive, I just instantly lose faith in it as a good game.
The only thing-
PCMR.
The only thing that was interesting to me, too, was the fact that Ron Perlman is the narrator on this one. How much more optimistic did he sound than he did in the other games? You know? Where he was just like, this is where the future begins, not, war has destroyed me. You know? It was just like, I have no more faith in humanity, and we are all going to die. In this one, it was like, you can take this earth back from the horrible things that have happened. And, you know, he sounds so much like let's fucking do this, humanity. And then it was like, the early part of the timeline in which this takes place was before he was broken.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing the story of how the world broke, you know?
Yeah,
And not in the
Yeah,
Fallout 4 way.
Maybe the Fallout franchise is really just a character study in Ron Perlman.
Could be. It just then it cuts back
Interesting.
and it's just him now,
Interesting.
but he's like offset, like in his gear from Sons of Anarchy, just bullshitting everybody, and they're like, "That would be a rad game."
Tangent.
All right, we're off on another tangent.
And he's like, "I'm out of
wrap
here.
it
I
up.
gotta be Hellboy on
Let's
Tuesday."
wrap it up. Anyway, I have been Digi,
Fernando.
Stanley.
Cheska.
and this has been Color Circuit reacting to another trailer. Anybody have any last words before we go off air for the day?
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night. Yay.